Hi there, welcome to a series of videos called English for Emerson. On this channel we learn some basic English reading and writing. We've been learning these sort of folk sayings lately. You need something to write with, you need something to write on. My lines on this board are kind of sloppy. They just keep my letters sized correctly and spaced correctly. I hope you've got some lined paper to work with. Here we go, we've been doing sayings. I'm just going to start right off from the top with the word of, start with a capital O. You know, you would think that if English was a logical language, that the word of would be OV. Because I don't hear F in this word at all. Not at all, but it's there. It's there, that's English. The letters do different things. I don't know. I say this in every lesson, but I have to. The most important thing to understand about English is that it is not logical. It breaks all the rules. It takes a lot of practice to figure out how to read it and write it because the letters don't make sense. Of all. The paths. I got some new words today for you. I don't mind telling you. We got new words. I got to squeeze my S in here. It's not an attractive S. Oh my gosh, that's terrible. But I ran out of board. I just plumb ran out. That's an S there at the end. I know it's not attractive. I know it's not a good looking one. That's one weird looking S at the end of that word. Of all the paths. What's a path? A path is like a trail. It's like a trail. I hope that makes sense. I'll put up a picture of a path. Of all the paths, you got a long phrase today. Pretty long. You take in life then we're going to have a comma. We're going to stop. Finally, I know that there's a comma somewhere because I'm terrible with commas. The comma is a little dash through the bottom line down here after the E. You can see that comma. Got a fruit fly in here in the video. He wants to be in the video. Good grief. Of all the paths you take in life. Take notice that I got a couple of silent E's. I got one at the end of take. That is not takey. It's take. I got one in life. That is not lifey. It is life. Of all the paths you take in life. Comma. We got to pause. Then we start again. Make. Got a lot of silent E's today again. I don't mind telling you. We always throw them in. Make sure some and then I'm going down into no man's land, down on the bottom. Make sure some of them, not a good H. Make sure some of them are I just am going to fit it. I'm so happy. Dirt. Oh, God. That's a long saying, and it's a good one, too. Not a common saying. Not a common saying. Because I'm running out of folk sayings, now you're going to get more stuff that's not so common. Okay? Deal with it. Deal with it. This is very important, though. I don't mind telling you. Make, M-A-K-E, that is not makey, it's make. Sure, S-U-R-E. Take notice that the S makes the sound shh. The S by itself can make the sound shh. And we've seen this in other words. We've seen this in other words. Not very often, but we have seen it. And I can't remember where, but I know I've shown it to you before. Usually when we have, it was in sugar. That's right. Usually when we have the sound shh, it's made with an SH. Usually. But it can also be made just by an S by itself. This is not suri. It's not suri. This is sure. Believe it or not, that is sure. Now look at this. The next S, S-O-M-E, that's some. So this S made the sound shh. This makes the sound s. That's crazy, crazy, crazy English. But I don't mind telling you. We got 3 S's in this sentence. We got this crazy looking one that I made at the end of paths. Paths. Then we got sure. And then we got some. Letters can be used in different ways. I say it in pretty much every lesson. Silent E in some. Then we got another of. Then we got them. It's just basically the word the with an M on the end of it. Them. Then we got another silent E and R. It's not R-E. It is not R-E. It's R. Then we got a word I don't think we've used before. D-I-R-T. Dirt. Of all of the paths you take in life, make sure some of them are dirt. What in the world does this mean? 2 things I would say. First of all, get out and go for a walk in nature once in a while, and get out and get some sunshine, and get out in the trees. Do you follow me? Get out in nature. See the birds and the squirrels and the trees. And it does the walking is very, very good for the body, the mind, and the soul. It connects us to the earth and to our own nature and to God. And it's good for the body all at the same time. One of the best things you can do every day is go out and go for a walk. And even better than that is to go for a walk out in nature. Get out in the sun. Go for a walk along the beach. Go for a walk in the forest. Go for a walk in the mountains. All these things are very, very, very good for the body, the mind, and the spirit. Do you follow me? The other thing about this is connected to the last lesson we had, which was use it or lose it. This is true in all aspects of walking in nature. Our body, our mind, and our soul. We need to exercise. I know I'm going off on a lecture. I do it in every lesson, so I know you're used to it. We need to exercise our body, our mind, and our soul. All of them. If you don't use it, you lose it. Getting out for a walk in nature exercises the body, the mind, and the soul. It has benefits that I can't even explain, because if you don't use it, you lose it. It's hard to measure the benefits. Listen, scientists have proven now that people who walk less than 2,500 steps a day, people who walk less than 2,500 steps a day, start to get sick. It's a disease to be sedentary. We learned that word before. I'll put it up here again. It's a disease to be sedentary. They've proven if you walk less than 2,500 steps a day, your health starts to go down. You should be doing 3 times that in a day. They say that, once you get above 7,500, then your health really starts to actually improve quite a bit. Quite a bit. The body is designed to walk. I know I'm going on too long, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to say one more thing. Our heart, it pumps the blood through the blood vessels in our body. The blood vessels go through all. You can see them on the back of the hands. Kind of bluish, greenish vessels. We can't see that many of them. You can see them on your wrist here as well. I see quite a few there. You can see them a lot of times on the tops of your feet. These blood vessels, the heart has to pump the blood all through your body because every single tissue in your body, every single cell needs the blood to be able to live because the blood carries the oxygen that we breathe. There's oxygen in the air that our body needs. Also, we eat the food, it's digested, it goes into the blood, and then the heart pumps it through the body. And so all the tissues of the body get nutrients from the food we eat. Without the blood we pumping, moving through the vessels, we die. Well, listen, the heart has a huge job to constantly be pumping the blood through the body. It beats every second. It beats every second. It pumps every second. The muscles in your body, particularly your legs, every time you take a step, your muscles have to contract. Then when you lift your leg up off the ground, the muscles relax. So every step, the muscles contract, relax, contract, relax, contract, relax. Do you see what I'm doing here? It's like a pump. Every time you take a step, the muscles are just slightly pumping on the blood vessels. So the muscles of the legs essentially act like a second heart. They pump the blood back to the heart, so the heart doesn't have to do so much work. People who are sedentary, who don't walk at least 2,500 steps a day, the heart has to do so much more work because the muscles aren't pumping the blood back by contracting and relaxing. And eventually their health fails. And people are not living as long today as they did just 10 years ago. Scientifically proven. Why? Because they don't move. Our lifestyle has become too easy with all our modern technology. It used to be that people had to move constantly to survive, chopping wood, carrying water, doing the laundry by hand, washing clothes by hand. They had to constantly be using their muscles to survive. Nowadays, we just order it, whatever we need on the phone, and sit and look at our phone. It's not good. Of all the paths you take in life, make sure that some of them are dirt. Get out and go for a walk. It's essential for body, mind, and spirit. Okay, I'm done. That's it today for English for Emerson. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.